Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Now, do you want to tell us where we are right now?
We're in Harrisville, Rhode Island,
Now, why is that significant?
because the Conjuring house and just mad haunted. Historic town. Historic town.
So you agree that this area is pretty haunted.
Oh yeah, very. Yes.
So do you want to tell us some stories?
Yeah, sure. All right, so I live pretty close to the Conjuring house, and one of my friends lives up the road from the Conjuring house, and it's about within a mile. And one time we were just chilling in his room, and the door slammed shut, and no, it slammed open, and we closed it back over a little bit, and then it slowly came opening again, and we were like, what? And there was no wind or anything, and it was just weird. And one time my friend, he was walking through the woods at night in Black Hut, which is a place with a lot of Indian burial grounds, and he claims that he said that he heard the Indians like playing their song like do 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 at night at this quarry, and that's pretty significant. And because someone killed himself at that quarry too, and all around the quarry is Indian burial grounds, and there was no one around in sight. It's in the woods. One time when I was 3, I woke up in my basement and I saw a little figure just go all the way across my basement room, and no one was around or anything. It was like literally a black figure, and it was crazy. And everyone was sleeping, no one was up, door was shut, and that was pretty crazy.
I think like ghosts really are. Like, do you think when we die, we're just like this floating orb? Like, are we conscious of our past lives, or are we just kind of just random orbs floating, not knowing what the hell is going on?
What I think it is, it's our spirit that's not in our body. So our spirit is still floating, and there's just no body, and you can't see it. And then sometimes we build up the energy to have forces on stuff like that because our spirit's so strong.
But do you think like when we are a spirit, we'll be well like aware of our past lives and our history and memories, or do you think it's just wiped out?
I believe yes, because I feel like your spirit is kind of your brain, and then it's just nature makes it say that it's not your brain, but I believe your spirit's still there.
Any other spooky experiences that like Harrisville High School, or do you feel like that's haunted or?
I definitely don't feel like the high school's haunted, but Callahan and Stair Farm, they're very historic buildings, and I've seen like books fall off the shelves in the library and stuff. And one time when we were at that quarry, I was out of nowhere. You just walk in there and you get this really bad vibe, like someone killed themselves there, and you could tell, you could feel the spirit with you. And we went up there for the first time since the other incident, and a big bird flew at us, and that was just crazy because I don't know, I felt like it was something because I felt the vibe really strong that time.
Now the movie The Conjuring, obviously you've seen it.
Yeah.
Now, did you like it?
Yeah, I think it's a good movie.
Yeah. So you think they did justice to Harrisville?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't think anything was exaggerated or?
No, not at all. And actually, the cemetery that Baptista, the person in the movie, is buried, you get that same vibe that you have at the quarry and near that Conjuring house there. And you just get that vibe at all those different places, and it's like the same vibe almost. So I think it's definitely something.
My only issue is that the house itself is like a big mansion in the film, as in real life it's just like a normal small horse farm. There's no pond in the backyard or no giant tree hanging and all that. Like, I just felt like that kind of was too much for Hollywood. I don't know if you have any.
Yes, it is, but the tree's actually still in the backyard.
Oh,
That's
there is a
true.
big tree in the backyard,
tree,
like
and then-
that.
Yeah, there's like
The body swinging was true.
Yeah, and then there's actually, if you walk back, it's not as big as the pond looks in the movie, but there is a little pond, and then there's the tree.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, because like from driving by, it doesn't look like
I've
there's
been
anything back there.
I've been through the backwoods and stuff back